Oh, look at him jump! He's trying to jump off. He's a feisty one. He's going clear over to the side. There he is.
Another good one.
He's a nice one. Look at the worms he was eating.
Annette and Oscar had to go home, so Marge and I decided to come down and do a little fishing.
You think I should keep him?
Yeah. The road has been graded
There, I got the...
going down into the property where we're staying, and so they just stirred up a bunch of dust with the grader, and then traffic went through it and all that dust beat out, and it's worse than ever, and the dust is taking a toll on our poor little pickup. It's not running too well now. It has all kinds of sensors in the air cleaning system, and those sensors become plugged, and then it won't run well. I'll open the gate and we'll pull in, and then I'll get right at it and get those fish all filleted so we can freeze them and eat some fresh, and the ones we freeze we'll take home and really have a nice feast with them. Marge will pull the pickup in, and then I'll see what I can do about getting rid of some of that dust, and I can at least take the air cleaner out and get rid of a little bit of dust in it, and there's not a whole lot else I can do about blowing out the sensors. I don't have an air compressor or much of anything here to do that with. The pickup's kind of rebelling due to all the dust, so I've had to take everything apart I could get apart here and clean the dust out of sensors and filters. So I'm hoping that it's gonna work better now. It even quit on us yesterday one time. This is not a place to have a vehicle quit out here, 7 miles from the nearest road. So I'm getting it together and we're gonna try it out and see if it did any good.
There.
The little ground squirrels are hopping around here. Maybe he came to help, or maybe, just maybe, he came to see if he could bag a peanut. And that's old Stretch. And if there's anything Stretch loves, it's a nice peanut. There. Now I'll see if it'll start. It's still not running perfect, but good enough. So we're going to go back to the hot springs and we stop at the old military road. Marge wants to walk down it a little bit, and we see a bunch of wild horse tracks right where the military road comes out on the little road we're going on. So she'll walk down this road a while and just look at it. It was to haul mail to Silver City, and the Pony Express riders probably came galloping down here as well. Maybe Marge would make a good Pony Express rider. Well, we're going to go down and test the water in the hot springs now. Looks like the wild horses have been messing around here quite a bit. There's the old military road that headed to what is now White Horse Ranch, but one of the main stops was at the White Horse Ranch, and it was called Camp C.L. Smith, and it was established in 1866. There are two pools at White Horse or Willow Creek Hot Springs. One of them's a hot pool and the other is a cool pool. And the cool pool has a whole bunch of paddle bugs or boatsman bugs in it. And they go down to the bottom. They come to the surface and get a breath of air, a bubble of air, and take it down and breathe it till it's all gone. Then they have to come back up. But they're okay in the pool because they don't bite you or anything. And when they get tired of a pool, they just climb out on the edge, dry their wings off, and take off flying. The dragonflies are extremely active here. I guess everything likes this lukewarm water in the cooler pool, and so the dragonflies are busy resting on the weeds around the edge of the pool. And we noticed in the pool there were many dragonfly larvae in there, and they deposit their eggs in this pool. They just fly above and stick their egg layer down in the water and lay them. Well, we get back to the trailer, our little desert trailer house, and find the ground squirrels have missed us, and they're wanting us back to give them a shot of peanuts again. These little guys are quite the acrobats, and talk about high energy. They're all type A personalities, I believe, and so they're really on the go. We're going past the White Horse Ranch now, and this is a very old, very large ranch, and it's even mentioned on the Oregon highway maps. It's so important. And they have two white horses on their signpost to the gate, and also two brands. First time we've been able to see the Steens Mountains in a long time due to all that smoke, but the wind's sort of switched. We're getting the best sunset we've had since we've been here. That wind has changed and most of the smoke's blowing in another direction. So at least we're able to see the Steens Mountains pretty nicely tonight. It was a beauty of a night, nice and warm with a gentle warm breeze blowing. And so we sat out in our chairs. He's over at the sagebrush now. Kangaroo Rats came out behind it and started digging up the peanuts the ground squirrels had buried. And these guys, I don't know what they do with them, but they have a plan. They're a nocturnal animal, so they have really big eyes, and you hardly ever see one during daylight. And they've got this huge tail that they just kind of set on it, and also they hop just like a kangaroo in a lot of cases. And we have that picnic table sitting there, and if there's something up on the picnic table one wants, he can just bounce up there flat-footed. We have very few birds here due to no water.
Here's where a kangaroo rat has been. They sort of sit on their tail like a kangaroo and use it for hopping. At a beetle's track. A beetle's out patrolling his territory.
Huh?
That beetle's out patrolling his territory this morning.
As much as we hate it now, we have to be going home. We have responsibilities to take care of at home, so we have to head out. On our way out, we see a nice little bunch of wild horses, all in a little bunch here. They do it like this so they can swat the flies off each other and actually itch each other. It's if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours in the wild horse situation. They don't look real fat this year, but they look pretty slick and nice. I hope this drought hasn't hurt them too bad. The mares and colts kind of bunch up in a little group while the old stallion stands off by himself, watching everything, switching his long tail to keep those pesky flies away. These wild horses are probably some that were property of the homesteaders and early settlers in here. Like my family used to raise horses. They just turned the brood mares out on the desert, and then when they wanted one to break, they'd go out and rope him. The old dominant stallion stands at attention on top of a hill, watching for danger, while the mares and colts are gathered up in a little group to swat flies off each other.
You got the old one off? How dirty is it?
Dirty.
Probably plenty dirty. Here's a new one. It's a good thing we had another air filter we bought to bring with us.